guys! So today I'm going to be doing a review of Prince of Thorns, which is by Michael Lawrence and is the first book in the Broken Empire series, or trilogy. I'm not sure if it's a trilogy or a series. This is definitely 150% a revenge tale through and through. It's definitely all based around the idea of revenge and getting justice for what was done to this person. It's a unique fantasy because of the perspective that it is told from. It's told from the point of view of a 14-year-old boy who is actually also a prince, and he is called Jorg. He is very ruthless, very nasty, very evil through and through. He seems to just be very bitter and nasty the whole way through the story, but as the story unfolds we kind of understand more about his backstory because it is told through two parallel plot lines, the modern day one and then also his past, which kind of explains how he got to be this bitter and untrusting and very angry inside. I definitely got vibes of Glotka from the first Law series by Joe Abercrombie. I definitely felt like Glotka was a good comparison to Jorg, and seeing as I really liked Glotka, I was also really happy that I had Jorg because I thought that they were very, very similar characters, both very bitter, both very resentful, but both of them had a kind heart sort of hidden away. So that was a really nice thing to see and I really enjoyed that. So this is the story of Jorg, who has suffered immensely in his past, and when we meet him he is travelling in the wild with a group of bandits who are passing through the lands and pillaging every village as they go. He basically is the leader of this group. Even though he is only 14 years old, he has managed to earn the respect of his men who are following him because he is so ruthless and so brutal in the things that he does that they are actually kind of scared into respecting him. So he is a very, very dark character. The men that he is travelling with are very hardened characters. They're kind of immune to all sorts of things now, such as rape and pillaging and just all sorts of things. They've done it, they've been there, and they're the ones who come away with the gold, basically. They're grisly and they're nasty, but they do have a few redeeming qualities throughout the men. The men definitely have more redeeming qualities than our main character Jorg seems to. He just seems to be very ruthless and bitter the whole way through. Jorg is a very harsh leader, never one to shy away from disciplining his men or the people that he comes across. He enjoys hurting people, he enjoys the pain, he has no remorse whatsoever over the things that he does. He's got rather twisted views of good and evil. He sees what is right and what is wrong and he just decides it based on his own opinion rather than kind of taking other stuff into consideration, which for a 14-year-old boy I thought was perfectly on point. He is someone who is feared throughout all of the land. He is known as the Mad Prince who got lost. He runs away from his father, who is the king, to go on this revenge-seeking journey after a terrible incident happens to his family, and so we're following his journey along on the road as opposed to in the castle, but we do get harking back to when he was growing up in the castle and what happened whilst he was being tutored and what was leading up to the terrible thing happening and everything like that. Besides Jorg, the other characters didn't really leave a big impression on me, most of them. I did enjoy the Nuban and Makin because both of them were quite major characters, sort of his henchmen basically. The Nuban seems to be one of the few characters who actually had an emotional attachment to Jorg and who Jorg really respected and loved, whilst Makin was actually the captain of the guard until he came to find Jorg and then got turned to actually working for Jorg rather than for his father. So obviously he is very well respected and he is a very excellent fighter, but he is now friends with Jorg and he's a travelling companion for him. Both of them feature heavily in the story, so I think that's why I remember them a lot more than the other characters. But the other brothers are also described in a very believable way, so there wasn't anyone who I just didn't think was real, didn't think I had enough depth to them. I just feel like I don't know enough about the rest of them to really go into detail about their characters. So I would say that this story is a very fast-paced one. It's very easy to get through. I think I read it in a day or two. It's very, very fast-paced, very quick, very fun the whole way through. I was definitely enjoying Jorg's character because you don't know if you should like him or you should hate him. He's very mixed in his emotions, which makes the reader very mixed in their emotions towards him. So it was just really fun and really interesting, and I definitely do want to carry on with the series and find out what happens in the next book, because it was really fun and I just enjoyed a quick fantasy. So yeah, I ended up giving this one a 4 out of 5 star rating and I really enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend it if you like fast fantasies, and I would love to hear what you guys thought of it if you have read this book, so please do leave me some comments down below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye! Me and you gonna have a little chat about the